Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. I apologize, I'm behind the camera, but now I'm so busy with the haunted house and it has me not sleeping, and it's like right now. It's actually that same Thursday I'm putting this up. It's about 4 in the morning. I can't sleep, too much on the brain. Anyway, I'm behind the camera today just because I have the time, and natural sunlight's really hard to come by at this, this time of year as well. So anyway, with that being said, hello again. I have the Throwback Thursday candle to review this week is Black Cherry Merlot by Bath & Body Works. This one was picked by, pardon me, Girly 1B. Bath & Body Works describes this as dark cherry, black raspberry, and sumptuous Merlot. All right, I'm gonna smell the lid here because it doesn't make much difference. This is a lovely candle. The Black Cherry Merlot, it still comes in, like, this is an older packaging from last year, which I really love. The purple wax, like the purple wax on this one, it was full, it was beautiful. I wish they did a shinier, more rose gold lid like they did with the mini candle on this one. But I love the picture. I'm not typically into packaging. It doesn't really make a difference, but I did love this color. There's something about this. They made, and they still do, Bath Body Works make this in a mason-sized jar, a 3-wick jar, candle, and hand lotion, hand soap, and I think that's pretty much it. They may have done body care, but I didn't buy it in body care if it did. But anyway, I have already got a review on my channel under Bath & Body Works with Black Cherry Merlot, the 3-wick. And I think that one I burnt like the same one from this year from 2016, and I think I compared it to 2015, which I believe was the very first year it came out from Bath & Body Works. Anyway, I like this very much. Like, I like it. It's not like my top scent for candles. I know, Kennedy, if you're watching, I know this is one of your favorite candles. I know that you really love this scent. So I know this is a hugely popular candle for many people out there. I know vendors have tried to dupe it. I'm not even certain who does it best. So if you know down below, if you have experienced a Black Cherry Merlot from a vendor in the vendor wax community, maybe place that down below so everyone else can take a look and maybe they can check that out as well. I like it. Scent appeal on cold when I picked it up in the store, probably a 7 out of 10, just a little above average. Nothing I had to go and buy multiples of. In fact, I did not buy any more Black Cherry Merlot items from Bath & Body Works since 2016. I haven't bought a hand soap or anything from that, but you'll see an empties of a hand soap coming up here at the end of the month. But it is a soap that I picked up from 2016. Anyway, on to the burn. We have a bit of a situation. It started happening about halfway through, and I have to keep an eye on it. As you can see, we have shifty wick. We do have a shifty wick there. It's quite off-centered. Sorry. And I do trim my wicks prior to my next burn. Let's see if I can get this here. You can sort of see how long the wick is there. And that burnt last time probably for about 4 hours, I think. It's actually had a decent burn. You can sort of see a little bit of sooting along the top that's happening, but that's because the wick is shifting completely over, and this is the area that it is starting to soot. So, okay, it is sooting, but not nearly as bad as it could be. I'm going to keep my eye out for this because that is a little bit worrisome. And you can see quite a bit of residual wax around here. So I'm not quite sure this candle is only 1 year old. I'm not used to seeing residual wax like this on the mason jar size, but it's not uncommon. I mean, it does happen. I know Bath & Body Works seems to be changing the viscosity of their candle. What I'm trying to say here is that they're changing, at least I noticed with my peppered plum, the wax material inside, so it's almost like a beeswax, as Brett has actually stated on his channel as well, and I do agree with him. It does seem like kind of like what root candle would do, like a beeswax. Again, not a big deal, but just something to make note about. So the burn has not been great, as you can see, great everywhere else except for that wick. and that always worries me, so I always keep an eye on it. Scent appeal while burning. It's very small, you guys. I'm not getting too much of a throw, and I do have it out here in my kitchen. I put it on my stovetop, under, like, just on the stovetop when I'm at home, obviously. It's not super strong, but there is a bit of a note. Now, I do not get black raspberry as they state online. I definitely do get a dark cherry, and Merlot is a little bit of a wine scent, but I wouldn't call it a Merlot. And this is coming from a person who, if you were to give me the option of a white wine or a red wine, a deep red wine, I would far rather pick the red myself. And I am also from the wine capital of Canada originally. So I'm not saying I'm an expert, but I do know, just like art, everyone is an individual. You know what you like. And I'd do the same with wine. I would not repurchase this, hence why at the beginning I did say that I have not repurchased this. I did really like it in the hand soap, and that's how I got started with Black Cherry Merlot, was actually the hand soap. And then I purchased like the candles, that kind of thing. And then the hand lotion was not good. I did not enjoy the hand lotion at all. So there is a Merlot-ness to it. There is definitely like a black cherry scent, but it's almost a borderline grape. And I get it. Grapes, that's what wine is made out of. But I actually almost get a borderline grape, like red grape scent to it. Not the Merlot wine portion of it. So I wouldn't repurchase this myself, but I do know it's very popular. I know many people who do enjoy that. And like I said, I have a friend named Kennedy. I'm sure she's probably watching. So hi. I know she really, really enjoys this. So, but it's burnt fairly well. And it's done fairly well for a mason-sized jar. The throw itself, I'd probably only give it a 7 out of 10 again. But again, this is a small mason jar, not a 3-wick. And I did have it burning in my kitchen. I could smell it above some of the melts that I was melting, so that's really good. But I wouldn't repurchase this again. But that is it for Throwback Thursday before I go and announce what we have left here. So thank you very much, Girly1B, for picking this week's Throwback Thursday. All right, so now the first person down below in the description bar below out of all the things, I'm going to show you candles and wax melts that you might want me to review. First person down below who picks one, I will acknowledge that, and I will either burn or melt that candle or melt over the next week and come back to you guys next week with a review. So we're going to start off with some melts. From Vintage Chic Scents, we've got the Great Pumpkin, and that is pumpkin layered cake, cream cheese frosting. Kirshner's Creations, pumpkin pie supreme hippie corn. From Scoopable Wax, Circus Concession Monster. Sassy Girl Aroma, Sweet Potato Pie. Another Sassy Girl Aroma. We have Raspberry Brulee Creme de la Creme. This is a mini pie. It's actually quite large. And the last melt is from Destination Wax, Zucchini Bread Apple Pumpkin. Now let's move on to the candles. From a Root Candle, we have mulled cider. Really nice big one here from Yankee Candle. Let's see if I can get it into frame here. The Moroccan Argan Oil. This is the one, I have to say, this is the one that has like a straw-like wick. Like, seriously, guys, that is nuts. Anyway, so there's that one as well. Definitely trim that wick before I start melting. So we have Spice Cupboard by Yankee Candle Home Classics. And the last one, and keeping in mind this is only running until the end of November, and then I'll be picking my winter scents. And that is a Blue Basil by Root. All right, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I apologize for being behind the camera, but have to go with whatever light I have. And at 4 in the morning, there really isn't any. And I'm in my pajamas right now. So hoping to catch some Z's before I have to get up, and I have an extra practice day today at the fire hall. and of course a full day of work. So anyway, and I'm looking forward to my haunted house. It's just definitely your mind gets wandering and thinks about so much stuff, and then you don't go to sleep. Your brain doesn't shut off. All right, you guys, as always, be safe, have fun, take care, guys.